Okay, welcome back. I was not expecting to make a video, so that is why the lighting's a little bit messed up. You can see my TV down there because I was planning on streaming. However, the Calgary Flames had other plans. They have fired their general manager, Brad Treliving. So this is interesting. You look at this team, and this team has evolved a lot since last year when they lost in the second round. Of course, their big guys in Johnny Gaudreau, Matthew Tkachuk, they all left. They brought in new players in Jonathan Huberdeau, Mackenzie Weegar, Nazem Kadri. It feels like I've said those names thousands of times. And then they came up short. They missed the playoffs. There was a lot of things that were calling for Daryl Sutter to be fired, which isn't entirely unjustified. It makes sense. But obviously that didn't happen, and Brad Treliving is the one to go. I have a few perspectives of this. You can look at this perspective. This is a whole new team. I mean, it's not a whole new team, but you have a lot of new players. There's no denying it. You got a lot of big name guys that, are coming from other teams. You got a lot of big name players leaving. It definitely causes a lot of chemistry changes in the locker room for sure. And that's not the most of it. I know goaltending has also been a key issue as well. There's other problems in Calgary, but I think the main one was that this is a team full of new players. We couldn't have expected them to adjust very fast, and they came up short. I do think they will be back next year, and that is something that I stand by. I really do think this team will fight back and be in the playoffs next year. They just have they have a lot of assets that they can make it. Just what they do is unknown. But, that's the one perspective. You look at the other perspective, they were pretty close this year. They still came pretty close. They were only 2 points out. Nick Ritchie. And you look at the trade deadline, you're relatively close to the playoffs. You're like, oh, yeah, we make a solid deadline move. Like, for example, not saying this would happen, but you acquire Timo Meier. Not bad, not bad. You have a pretty stacked roster then, and you have better odds in making the playoffs. Or you go out, acquire some kind of goalie, like maybe UNS Corpusalo or somebody like that. Just examples. And you're solid. Maybe you make it into the playoffs. Who knows what can happen there? But instead, you get a trade from the Coyotes, Troy Stetcher and Nick Ritchie, and then I believe they made another really minor trade that I can't remember. So the fact that they did nothing at the deadline kind of makes me think, oh yeah, this is kind of why he's been fired, in my opinion. But I mean, as well as that too, this could be a risky situation long term. But I mean, I do like Calgary's odds of making it next year. It's just kind of shocking that Treliving has left, in my opinion. So anyways, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Thank you all for watching. If you want to tune into the live streams tonight, go ahead. We're streaming Carolina versus the Islanders and Edmonton versus the Kings. So that's definitely something I hope you guys would want to tune into. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.